Hi everybody! Tonight we will do an essential worker on our ADDI EXPRESS PROFESSIONAL. First we will cast on by one in the front, one in the back. Don't worry, the color will come after. Don't know, I play with the program. I lost the color, but it will come in a couple of seconds. So close the yarn feeder and I will just crank. So the yarn is yellow, but it's the hair, so you could do the color that you want. So I did 10 rows of yellow or brown or black. It's up to you, it's your choice. So we start with the hair. Got my 10 rows. And I will switch colors to pink. If you have brown or beige, pink, any color will be nice. So I attached both colors together and I'm ready to continue. I just have to crank the machine now. So I do 10 rows for the face. And then I will switch for blue for 6 rows. I will give all the numbers after. And if you notice, I have 2 string of blue. It's because it's the only yarn that I have left. You don't have to double your yarn. My yarn is very thin, so I use it like this. If you do that, you have to put one in the hole up on the yarn feeder and the other one in the back, like you see right now. So that way it works. So I will do 6 row blue, and after that it will be a little bit difficulty, but if you're not comfortable to switch yarn every time for the color beige, just go and do 26 rows of blue and you'll be okay. You don't have to have the harm. So you do 6 stitches blue, 5 beige, 6 blue and 5 beige, and you do that for 5 rows. See, I'll fix the yarn in the yarn feeder, one in up and the other one is down. So, and I use some little guide. Don't know how to call that. It's only to give me where I have to go and where I have to stop. There. So it's 5, 6, 5, 6 for 5 rows. 5 rows. You go from blue and beige, blue and beige, blue and beige. But if you're not comfortable to do that, just go and do 26 rows of blue and you'll be okay. There. So almost done. There, attach everything together. Put it in the middle. There. Don't forget to attach everything together. You don't want any hole in your doll. So I will continue to crank like this. I did my, it's not 6, it's 5. It's 6, 5, 6, 5, sorry. Yeah, I was right. It's 6. Make sure I have my 5 rows. So I did my 5 rows. Now I will continue with 13 rows of blue to do the pants. But don't worry for the number, I will show you later all the numbers. There. And I'm continuing with the white. The white will be the shoes. And I will need 8 rows. It's the same thing for the white. You see I have 2 strings of yarn. It's because I don't have any yarn, white yarn that is only thick enough. It's all small, but it's working, so why go to store to buy more yarn if I have some at home? So we'll do my 8 rows for the shoes. There. Shoes is done. Now we will do the same color but in reverse. So now I have to do, instead of doing a 13 and color change every time, it's going to be the inside of the doll. So I will go with 26 rows of blue. There. And switch for the beige. We'll do 10 rows, attach it together. There. So I finished with the beige, and I will continue with the color for the hair. At the beginning of the video I started with yellow, but it was from another video because I screwed up the first of this video, the beginning of this video. So I will end it with the black because this model have a black hair. So I do 10 rows, attach it together and crank. That's the last color. Your doll is almost done. Time to remove from the machine. I know it's not easy to see with the dark color like black, but you have to crank it a little bit to remove it from the machine. I have to pass through the yarn feeder, and I grab one after one each stitches with my yarn needle. You go between those 2 teeth and it's very easy. There. I'll put the machine aside, stretch a little bit, and I show you the pattern here. So 10 for the hair, 10 for the face, 6 blue, 5 rows of switching back and forth beige and blue, and 13 rows for the pants and 8 rows for the shoes. And you start over from the shoes to make sure that you have double layer dolls, so that way you don't have any stuffing coming out of it. So time to fix that. I will just attach it together and cut it. Don't cut it too short. Leave like at least half an inch or 2 centimeters. done. If you have any question, just ask it in the comment below. So I turn it, so this is gonna be the outside. There. So you see where's your arms gonna be. So I will close the head, and you see I have nylon socks just beside my dolls, but you don't have to use it if you find it too hard to go through with your yarn needle. But me, I use it because I like the way that it's not, we don't see the stuffing between the stitches with the socks in, but it's your choice. If you have a hard time going through with your yarn needle, maybe you better not using the socks. Just go right in the doll directly. But me, I will show you how I do it with the nylon socks. There. Fix, I will attach it and cut it. Put my doll over it. Fix it a little bit. You have to play with it because it's 2 layers, so sometimes it's not moving like you want to. So stretch, stretch, stretch. The same size. Good. And with the tip of your needle, you could always go and hide those little pieces of yarn. Fix it. Adjust everything. And I will go directly closing the bottom of the tube for the shoes. We'll close it flat. There. I just go one side and the other side. There. I will pull on the yarn after, don't worry, it will get together. So I continue like that, almost to the end. There. So I put some, no, just pull on it and close perfectly. So I will do a double knot here and a double knot the other side. And this will be my shoes. Not my shoes, but my essential worker, my little nurse. There. So I go every 2 stitch. Every 2 stitch. That way it will be easier for you. There. Every 2 stitch like this. grab one, you skip the other one, grab one, skip the other one. If you have seen my other doll, my first comfort doll on my channel, if something is missing on this one, you could go check the other one. There. It's not easy to pick your needle on it, I know. But I choose to put the nylon sock, so it's my fault. So that's why I said that if you'd like to use one, it's your choice. If you don't, it's your choice too. There, so the feet is done. There, hide the yarn, and I will go do the head. There. Nice little feet. Fix that a little bit. Some beige that was seeing through. Fix that. Just have to put the beige under the beige and it fixes the problem. It's always happened with light colors. Good. So I do the same thing like I did with the shoes. I grab one, I skip one. There. Just tight it. Put my finger and do a knot to keep it together like this. There. I'll do a double one, make sure. And I will hide it in the head. Beige on beige. There. Already look cute. I like those yarn needle. If you're looking for one, it's on Amazon or Walmart online, and it's called Whirl Needle. Sorry, Whirl Needle pack of 3, and it's less than $10, so it's not expensive. You got a big one, a medium one, and a small one. I always use a medium one on my video. There, it's time to do the arm, so I will go like this, like every 2 rows, because I start on top and I will go down, and then I will do the same thing both sides, and for the legs I will do every 3 rows, so it will look like this. I will continue with the little nose. I just go a couple of times like this. There. Cut it. And hide the other one too. I will show how to do the little mask after. It's on flat panel because you need a little mask, not a big mask. But if you're not able to do flat panel, don't panic. Just use a felt or a piece of fabric and cut it in square, and it will be cute too. So the nose is done, and time to do the eyes. We'll start in the back, play with it a little bit, whoops, and the blue is there. I will just go one time like this and go the other side. I count the number of rows to have my both eyes the same height. There. Be careful not stretching too much your yarn, because you don't want to change the shape of your head. And I will go in the same place that where I start. It's hard. And I will check the face first before I do a knot on the back. Face look okay. Turn it in the back, and I will do a double knot, and I will push just to tip a little bit. Yeah, it's cute. Okay, and I go back in the back with the tip of my needle. I will just push the knot in the head and hide everything. More you do dolls, more it get easy. So don't worry if you have a little bit nervous about this doll, but you don't have to. It's easy to do. So now it's time for the mouth. Start on the belly. Just do a little out. Get my yarn the same place where I start, and I will close it like I did for the eyes. I do a little knot in the same stitches like this, and that way I could hide the knot with the tip of my yarn needle. Just push it there so we won't see it. There. There. There you go. So your essential worker is finished. All you need now is to fix everything with your tip of your needle and to do the mask. Bring back my machine. For the mask, I did 66 stitches, 5 rows, 6 stitches wide for 5 rows. I used two string, and you could see them there. Yeah. You have to skip this one and come back. Make sure you don't skip this one and come back. You always have to go through an extra stitch to do the flat panel. If you don't do that, it's not gonna work. And you don't have to put your not the a little bit a level, not the level, but there's a button on the side to say a circle needle or flat panel. You don't need to play with that at all. It's gonna work. So I did the 5 rows. Time to remove it from the machine. We'll have to pass through the yarn feeder to be able to remove it. If you don't, it's gonna be impossible to remove. There. So we'll pick my six stitches. So it's gonna be a little rectangular. So there's always like a knot on the first row. I remove the knot and it gives me the chance to adapt the tension on it. There, it's fixed, cute like this. And I didn't do like very hard for the mask. I just come back and forth with the yarn needle, but I should take my crochet, not my crochet, my hook, but it's gonna be okay like this too. I just go through all the stitches with the yarn needle, and I will attach a double knot on the side, and it will be, so I do my double knot over there. I will just go on the side with my yarn needle, and I will make sure that I have like 2 each side to attach on the little doll. And that's it. The video is finished. Don't forget to subscribe and stay safe and have a great night. Bye bye.